I'ma chill out, because worried about money right now is only gonna set me back even more. I feel like I've been constantly always worried about money, always thinking about money, always thinking about how I could do this. Let me work harder. Let me make more hours. Let me create this. Let me do that. And I always meet some type of blockage. Cancel. That's a belief. And I cancel that belief now. But in order for me to get to this space, I had to really like stop and slow down, like I'm doing right now, to really just surrender and to do some inner deep work, reconnect. Because I am the bridge. I'm looking for the bridge between manifesting certain things, creating a certain type of reality for myself, and it takes me to be present with my higher self and with my body. So I'm the bridge. So I gotta slow down right now. I gotta slow down right now and just chill out, surrender. Really embracing the power of the feminine energy, receiving, allowing my spirit to guide me and to talk to me and to move me in the right way, so that when I have the information, my masculine could step up and step in and do what it needs to do with clarity, precision. It's crazy. Always constantly worried about money. Like, imagine, I don't know, like, I'm sure there's a lot of you that go through that, where you're constantly thinking about, man, I should have done this, I should have done that. And I don't know about you, but I constantly have been going in and out of certain awareness when it comes to if I want to continue working for somebody, or if I want to create my own wealth, but also knowing that you gotta do something you don't want to do before you can do what you do want to do. Creating that bridge, and staying focused, staying consistent, keeping your head down, but also now learning and empowering myself to also embrace and surrender, because universe will guide you, source will guide you, your higher self is going to guide you, instead of doing so many other different things. Now, all of these things could be great ideas because those ideas came to you. So if they came to you, they're for you. However, if you're going to keep constantly thinking about it, you're also simultaneously pushing it away, because it's like you're chasing something. And while you're chasing something, that's like saying that you don't have it, right? So if you don't have it, you're never going to get it, because you're always chasing it on a treadmill with holding yourself. Could you imagine you the one on the treadmill holding a carrot stick, trying to catch the carrot yourself? Could you imagine you, not somebody else, while you on a treadmill, you're holding the treadmill, you're on the treadmill holding a stick. At the other end of the stick is the carrot, and you want the carrot, and you're holding it. That's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. Because when you know that you are abundant, when you know that you have everything within you, you can manifest all this outside of you. And this is where I'm ready to be in. I think I've been chasing for far too long, and I get to surrender. And maybe this is something you get to do too for yourself right now. You possibly just get to surrender right now. If you've been doing something that has not been working, it doesn't serve your higher purpose, you're constantly doing for others, or you're working for others and it doesn't feel right, maybe it's time for you to really sit down, take a pause, take a listen, to see where yourself is trying to be redirected. If you feel like you're constantly running and not going anywhere, doing and not achieving anything, it's frustrating. And that's a low energy frequency that you don't want to reside at, because you can't manifest from a low energy field. You can't manifest when you're operating in need and want and lack and frustration and anger, or overworking, overwhelmed. Your energy is too solidified into the lack, too grounded. It's already created something, right? You want to pull something from the non-creation into creation. You don't want to try to change something that's already created. That's like trying to take a hammer and you want it to turn into a knife. Now, granted, some people could say melt that metal down and then get you something. I forgot what it's called. I don't know. I should ask my sister, but she's not here with me right now because she knows how to do the molding. Get you the molding for a knife and pour the lead in there, let it cool, and then you'll have a knife, right? And then you still got to sharpen it. But that's alchemy, right? You need fire. And fire is courage, is action. But you still had to have first you still had to have the idea and the thought of what it is that you wanted, that you even wanted a knife. That came from your spiritual mind. That came from an idea, thoughts. The law of mentalism states that everything comes from the mind. So I think it's always wise to pause and sit down and really imagine what it is that you want, how you see yourself, how does it feel. Combine both the feminine and masculine energy aspect of it, right? How you feel about this when you do get it, when you have it. Be it now. And also, the final thing to add to that is it serving you or is it serving the masses? Because if it's serving you, then it's egotistical based. It's not from God. It's not from your higher self. It's not from source. But if it's serving the masses and it's serving you, then you have something. And now all you got to do is just keep believing, keep putting in that courage and keep utilizing that will and keep believing with that small mustard seed, and it will manifest. And then you got to surrender, because it's not about your time, it's about divine time. So whatever it is that you're going through right now, if you feel like you're hitting a brick wall, nobody has the answers for you, because you have your own path, you have your own blueprint. You could take some advice, right? Somebody could come through and be like, hey, listen, you might want to put this last $5,000 that you have, $2,000, $1,000, $100 into this company, into this stock, into this Bitcoin, into this business. Maybe you want to do this with it. I don't know. And you might want to take heed. If it works for you, it works for you. Right? But at the same time, you also get to pause. So you could be able to listen to that inner voice within you that tells you that you could even trust that person that gave you that advice to flip your $100, your $100, your $1,000, your $5,000. Either way, you always got to go back to self. And that's the purpose of this channel, midpoint. Always go back to the center. You can't be far out right. You can't be far out left. Eventually, you always got to come up back to the center. And even then, you can't even stay at the center, because you need to understand both aspects, left and right, which means you need to come up above like a phoenix rising and have a bird's eye view over everything. You could be a generator or you could be a destroyer. But at the same time, you're going to realize that you always have to be the observer. And the observer doesn't stand in a point where it's in the middle, it's in a gray area, it doesn't know. It's actually high above everything else. And you can't get there until you go within, until you take a break, you take a pause, whatever that looks like to you. Meditation, going away, spending some time by yourself, removing your Merkaba field from other people's Merkaba field, removing your energy field from other people's energy field. Because if law of mentalism is the first universal law and it's the law of mind, then other people's energy and thoughts affect your energy field and thoughts, because it's all one mind, right? So be careful with that. Be wise. Be intentional when you're taking a break, if you can. I know sometimes it could be challenging. Some of you have children. Some of you, it's hard for you to get away. Try to find somewhere, a library, a quiet room. Maybe wake up a little bit earlier than everybody else, or go to sleep later than everybody else, or go to sleep, wake up in the middle of the night. Try to find a way. Make a way. If it's worth it to you, make a way. Because the only thing that matters is going to be you at the end of the day, and the choices that you make, the actions that you take, the people that you surround yourself with. And even then, before you can even move, you need to be still enough to hear where you need to go and what you need to do. Peace out.